Hello, TideScape friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever dreamed of creating a stunning underwater jungle right in your home, you're in the perfect place. Today, we'll explore unique and inspiring ideas for dense jungle aquascapes, each one designed to bring wild, unstructured beauty into your aquarium. Whether you're a seasoned hobbyist or just starting out, you'll discover practical tips, creative layouts, and top secrets for lush growth using CO2 and fertilizers. Make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss a single idea. Step into the heart of the Amazon with an aquascape overflowing in dense, lush greens. Driftwood arches mimic the tangle of rainforest roots, while vibrant ferns and tall stem plants reach toward the water's surface, creating a layered canopy effect. The wild, unstructured growth invites viewers to lose themselves in the rich chaos of a true jungle environment. In this Amazonian retreat, every corner bursts with life and natural energy. The overlapping foliage and driftwood offer secret hideaways for aquatic life, making the aquarium feel like a living, breathing piece of the wild, perfect for those who yearn to bring the spirit of adventure into their home. Imagine an early morning in the jungle, where mist gently rolls over mossy paths and tall cryptocoryne sway in the filtered light. Soft, dewy textures blend seamlessly with shaded clearings, evoking the tranquil atmosphere of a jungle just waking up. This misty scene isn't just visually calming, it draws the eye to hidden details and layers, encouraging moments of quiet contemplation. The interplay of shadow and light creates a magical ambience, inspiring viewers to recreate that peaceful jungle morning in their own aquascapes. Picture a secluded riverbank where sprawling java ferns and trailing vines form a living tapestry across smooth river stones. The varied textures and gentle curves of the hardscape transport you to a world where water and plant life exist in perfect harmony. Every glance at this riverbank aquascape reveals a new detail, a cluster of Vallisneria arching above a bed of moss, or roots reaching for hidden pools. This secretive setting invites discovery, offering a slice of wild nature that's both soothing and endlessly fascinating. Bring the jungle canopy to life by layering colorful bucephalandra and aquatic orchids above a foundation of rich greenery. Tall driftwood provides the perfect perch for these vibrant epiphytes, suspending their blooms in midair. With each level, the scape builds an immersive world, filled with color and intrigue. The high canopies and delicate blossoms draw the eye upward, making the aquarium feel larger and more alive, while celebrating the beauty and diversity of jungle plant life. Envision a winding path disappearing beneath thick bulbitis, scattered leaf litter, and a patchwork of ground covers. The suggestion of a trail, half lost beneath the overgrowth, sparks curiosity and wonder. As your eyes follow the imagined walkway, the interplay between light and dense foliage creates an irresistible sense of depth. Each step reveals new textures and surprises, encouraging the viewer to get lost in the jungle's enchanting maze. Transform your tank into a flooded Amazon forest, where rooted stem plants and floating riccia echo the wild energy of the wet season. Arching stems and lush undergrowth convey the abundance and vitality of rain-swollen rivers. With each gentle current, the plants sway as if in the Amazon's floodwaters, creating a mesmerizing scene that teems with life. This aquascape is a testament to nature's resilience, inspiring awe and appreciation for the intricate balance of the rainforest ecosystem. Craft the illusion of a miniature waterfall using cascading moss and delicately arranged plants. Shimmering white sand flows between the greenery, evoking the feeling of fresh, tumbling water in a jungle oasis. This captivating design draws viewers in with its movement and energy, while the contrast between moss and sand highlights the wildness of a tropical waterfall. The effect is both soothing and dynamic, providing a stunning focal point in any aquascape collection. Invite the mysterious allure of mangrove forests into your aquarium with knotted roots and lush, tangled undergrowth. These intricate structures provide both shelter and a visual feast, celebrating the complexity of wild habitats. The dense layering of ferns and stem plants mimics the teeming life found in real mangroves, making the aquascape feel like a natural refuge. This style not only enhances visual interest but also promotes a thriving aquatic ecosystem within the tank. Elevate your aquascape with towering rocks covered in a blanket of moss and tiny orchids, rising dramatically from the tank floor. Misty elements or subtle lighting can enhance the feeling of an otherworldly cliff face deep in the jungle. As the cliff ascends, the transition from dense ground foliage to airy epiphytes creates a dynamic landscape. This vertical movement invites the viewer's gaze upward, capturing the spirit of adventure and the hidden beauty of the wild. Bring the magic of sunlight into your aquascape by arranging broadleaf plants and low-growing ground covers to capture dappled light. Floating plants above filter the rays, casting beautiful patterns across the lush jungle floor. The contrast between bright clearings and shaded nooks makes each area of the tank unique, evoking the peaceful joy of exploring a sunlit glade. This setup encourages relaxation and a sense of calm, making it perfect for daily enjoyment. Fill your aquarium with a chaotic web of driftwood, draped in thick moss and trailing vines. The complexity of the woodwork creates a true sense of wild, untamed growth. Beneath the surface, dense foliage provides shelter and intrigue, drawing the eye into a secret world. This style is a celebration of natural beauty and the artful randomness found only in nature's untouched corners. Transform your tank into a lost temple scene, with aged stones peeking out from under thick moss and wild climbing plants. The feeling of ancient mystery adds a storybook quality to the aquascape. The contrast between the hard, worn stone and vibrant, reclaiming plant life tells a story of time and transformation. This setup is ideal for those who love a touch of adventure and history in their aquatic displays. Create a bright, open glade bursting with lush grasses, ferns, and colorful stem plants. Pops of red and orange foliage mimic the vibrant palette of a tropical island oasis. This layout offers a refreshing break from dense jungle, with open spaces that invite fish to swim and viewers to imagine a hidden paradise. The balance of brightness and greenery brings cheerful energy to any room. Recreate the lively edges of a rainforest stream with tangled roots, thick foreground planting, and tall foliage for shade. Hidden pools and gentle flows mimic the feel of a riverbank deep in the wild. This design brings together all the elements of a thriving aquatic ecosystem, blending visual richness with functional habitat. It's a perfect choice for those who want their aquascape to feel alive and ever-changing. Layer dense, cloud-like mosses and fine-leaved plants to evoke the misty, mysterious vibe of a cloud forest. Soft textures and gentle contours add to the dreamlike atmosphere. As you gaze into this tranquil scene, the interplay of subtle colors and textures encourages moments of calm reflection. It's a design that soothes the spirit and sparks the imagination. Blend wild, marshy plants with grassy textures for a dense, overgrown wetland feel. The rich mix of foliage captures the unruly energy of a natural jungle swamp. With its variety of shapes and heights, this aquascape feels endlessly layered and alive. It's a tribute to the hidden beauty and biodiversity found in the most unexpected places. Go vertical with mounted anubias, bucephalandra, and mosses clinging to branches and rocks, creating a multi-dimensional jungle wall. The varied heights add drama and visual interest. This arrangement makes every inch of the tank a focal point, encouraging viewers to explore every angle. The result is a lush, green wonderland full of discovery and delight. Craft a secret lagoon with open water clearings surrounded by thick clusters of Amazon swords and floating salvinia. The sense of seclusion invites both fish and viewers to linger. This design combines the tranquility of a still pool with the wildness of dense jungle, creating a sanctuary of calm and natural beauty. It's an ideal retreat for anyone seeking peace and serenity. Let tall stem plants arch and cascade down from above, forming multiple lush layers that evoke the jungle canopy. The play of light and shadow adds a dramatic sense of depth. Lower sections can thrive in the filtered light, creating a thriving undergrowth. This approach brings the towering grandeur of a rainforest right into your living room. Pack your aquascape with a palette of green, crypts, moss, and hygrophila for a dense, restful retreat. The varying textures and shades create a soothing, harmonious effect. This emerald oasis is both vibrant and peaceful, offering a refreshing escape from daily stress. The abundance of greenery makes it a timeless favorite for jungle enthusiasts. Highlight rare and beautiful aquatic orchids nestled among lush ferns and other jungle plants. Their bright flowers stand out against the sea of green, adding moments of surprise and wonder. The contrast between the delicate blooms and wild foliage transforms the aquascape into a living work of art. This setup is perfect for those who appreciate rare beauty and unexpected color. Intertwine winding channels and arching plants to create a maze-like jungle landscape. Tangled wood and dense plantings make the scene endlessly fascinating. As your gaze wanders, each turn reveals new layers and secret pathways. This style encourages exploration and invites viewers to get lost in the richness of the jungle. Use deep greens and dramatic lighting to create a mysterious, moonlit jungle at night. Silvery highlights and hidden spaces add to the intrigue. This aquascape feels alive with secrets, offering a sense of magic and wonder. It's a perfect setup for those who love the mystical side of nature. Focus on cool, shaded nooks using large, overhanging leaves and a backdrop of towering plants. The dark, sheltered spaces invite fish to hide and viewers to look closer. This shadowy design brings out the subtle beauty of the jungle's quieter corners, providing a tranquil retreat full of life and depth. Mix dense greenery with scattered aquatic flowers for a wild, colorful jungle floor. The lively blooms pop against a backdrop of lush green leaves. This approach celebrates the variety and vibrancy of the rainforest, transforming the tank into a living bouquet. It's a cheerful, uplifting style that brightens any space. Arrange tall, upward-reaching plants and floating greenery to give the impression of looking up through a dense canopy. The sense of height adds drama and excitement. Floating plants complete the treetop illusion, casting gentle shade below. This perspective invites viewers to see the jungle from a fresh, exhilarating angle. Simulate a hidden waterfall pool with cascading plants and a clear central basin. The movement and sound evoke the cool, refreshing atmosphere of the wild. Lush banks surround the open water, enhancing the sense of seclusion and mystery. This aquascape offers a refreshing escape, perfect for relaxation and inspiration. feature large, exposed roots and twisted driftwood overgrown with moss and ferns for a primeval jungle look. The gnarled shapes add a sense of ancient energy. The dense plant cover creates a living, evolving landscape where every root tells a story. This style honors the untamed spirit of the jungle and the mysteries of the deep woods. Incorporate stone ruins and miniature statues half hidden by thick foliage, evoking the feeling of a lost world reclaimed by nature. The subtle hints of history add intrigue. As vines and moss cover the relics, the aquascape becomes a blend of past and present, wildness and memory. This approach brings adventure and story into every glance. Layer tall, leafy plants and trailing vines to form a secluded jungle valley. The sense of enclosure creates a secret garden beneath the water's surface. Each detail, arching stems, lush greenery, winding vines, invites viewers to explore and imagine. This hidden valley becomes a place of discovery, tranquility, and natural wonder. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of dense jungle aquascaping. We've uncovered how wild, layered growth can transform any aquarium into a vibrant oasis and how a touch of creativity can turn your tank into a living masterpiece. If you found inspiration today, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to TideScape, and share your thoughts or favorite idea in the comments below. Your support means everything. See you in the next video.